Hello everyone, and since it's the last weekend of August and summer movie season is coming to an end, I have decided to do my top 5 favorite movies of summer 2017. Briefly, I want to give my thoughts on summer movie-going season of 2017 as a whole. I will say it was better than last year, although there were some other just as many box office bombs as summer 2016. Last year's movie-going season, 2016, was crap. But there were still some good movies, and that's what I'm doing this video for. Talk about the good movies of summer 2017. Keep in mind, I did not see every single movie that came out this summer. I have heard great things about movies like It Comes at Night, The Big Sick, Detroit, and A Ghost Story. I heard great things about those movies, but I didn't see them. Either I was busy, or either one of those movies wasn't playing in my local theater to see them, so I haven't seen every movie. But for the movies that I have seen that are on the list, these are the movies that I enjoyed the most. This is all my opinion of what I enjoyed the most. It's not supposed to add any relevance to anything. It's just my own personal list of what I enjoyed. Before we get to top 5, I would like to give you an honorable mention, and that is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I will say, this movie is not as good as the first movie. I do think the first movie is much better, but did that stop me from enjoying this movie? Heck no, I still had a blast with this movie. Love seeing these characters, the colorful visuals, great action, and I loved how this movie gave more character development, gave these characters more to do, and we got to know them more. And also, I will say, it's the most emotional ending of the MCU so far. Alright. Let's get started. Coming in at number 5 was a movie I was excited for, I was looking forward to, but I was very worried going into because the past DCEU movies have been really disappointing. Man of Steel was good, not great, but still disappointing. Batman v Superman was a total mess. Suicide Squad, poorly edited, poorly written, piece of crap. I did not like that movie. And yet this movie, her brief scenes in Batman v Superman gave me hope. It was like, okay, this could be interesting. Let's see how she does in her own movie. And I have to say, this is so far the most surprising movie of the year so far. That's Wonder Woman. Finally, a really good DCEU movie, and one that I actually consider watching again in the future. So happy this movie was so good, and it's also the highest gross movie of the summer. It deserves every penny. Gal Gadot is phenomenal as Wonder Woman. She's absolutely perfect in the role. She definitely nails her naive and how compassionate she is about saving people, and I love that scene on No Man's Land where she really wants to save people, and she just gets out in her theme and just, yeah, that was awesome. I loved her chemistry with Chris Pine. They were a great duo. They have some amazing chemistry together. The action scenes were amazing. It's funny. And although I will say the villains were weak, I still enjoy Wonder Woman. I'm looking forward to seeing more of Wonder Woman in Justice League. And I really hope Justice League is good. Just please be good. Also, Wonder Woman comes out on Blu-ray in September. Definitely get it. It is a great movie and by far easily the best DCU film. And that's why Wonder Woman is number 5 on my list. Coming in at number 4 is another superhero movie, last one, I promise. And it's a character who I feel like hasn't been done justice in recent years. He hasn't been in a great movie in a leading role in a long time. So I was excited that this character was finally going to be in the MCU, and that is SpiderMan Homecoming. Oh, this was such a blast. Definitely one of the most entertaining movies, not only for the summer, but of the year so far. Tom Holland is perfect as Peter Parker / Spider-Man. He absolutely owned this role. Definitely nails both Peter Parker, the vulnerability, and Spider-Man. Definitely nailed the vulnerability of those characters while also being very funny. Love the action, I love the characters, I love the humor, I love the John Hughes vibe, great everything. I love Spider-Man Homecoming, and I can't wait to see more of Tom Holland as Spider-Man in the future. Coming in at number 3 when we get to the third film in a trilogy that I was loving so far, I am always very skeptical because I always worried that the first two were going to be great and the third one was going to be the worst. Luckily, that didn't happen here because this is by far the best film in that trilogy. It wasn't as big as a hit at the box office that I thought it would be. And that's a shame because this is a fantastic movie. And that is War for the Planet of the Apes. Oh my god. This is how you end a trilogy. Andy Serkis deserves an Oscar. He easily gives the best performance as Caesar in this trilogy, maybe of his whole career, I don't know, but he was phenomenal in this movie. The hard-hitting emotion out of the Planet of the Apes prequel trilogy, a great villain played by Woody Harrelson, who wasn't just a guy who hated apes because he had a tragic backstory, and I do mean tragic. The effects are always, I bought them as real apes. These apes were real. The CGI in these movies are unbelievable. I also love Steve Zahn as Bad Ape. He was a great character and a very risky character because it's a comic relief character in a very dark movie, but he worked. Anyways, if you have not seen War for the Planet of the Apes, and if you missed it in theaters, if by any chance it's still playing in a theater near you, don't miss it. Just please don't miss it. This is a fantastic movie. And Oscars, give Andy Serkis a nomination, okay? I better see him on the Best Actor category. Coming in at number 2 was the coolest movie of the summer. Movie that I loved and couldn't stop thinking about. It is Edgar Wright's Baby Driver. It was one of my most anticipated movies of the year, and it did not let me down. Edgar Wright is a film-making genius. This guy knows what he's doing. Action scenes were fantastic, and a lot of practical effects were used, and no CGI. The performances by the cast were great from everyone. Ansel Elgort, Kevin Spacey, Lily James, Jamie Foxx, John Hamm, everyone was great. The soundtrack was great, and I loved how they made the soundtrack a character of its own. Edgar Wright, please, don't stop making movies. Just please keep making movies. You are one of my favorite directors working today, and I couldn't be any more happy to see this movie be a success at the box office, grossing over $100 million domestically. Thank you, America. Thank you. Just thank you for making this movie a hit. Usually in the summer, there's usually one of those great movies that get great reviews, but barely anyone goes see them. Nice guys. But anyway, couldn't be any more happy to see this movie succeed. Just thank you, people who saw Baby Driver. It deserves every penny it deserves. Thank you. Edgar Wright, you rock. Keep making movies, man. Alright, here it is. My number 1 movie of the summer. The movie I couldn't stop thinking about the most. The movie had the biggest impact on me. Drumroll please. Dunkirk. The reasons why Dunkirk is my favorite movie of the summer and of the year so far, we'll see. It's not because I'm a Christopher Nolan fanboy, because I want an experience. Every year I go to the movies. I want an experience. A movie that will just give me everything that I was looking for. An experience. The thing I loved the most about this movie was how much Christopher Nolan took risks with this movie. This was a very risky war movie to make. Given that it's rated PG-13 instead of an R, he still made it work. Even with a PG-13 war movie, you could still make it intense and show the horrors of war without using a bunch of gore. And it worked so well. This film is well acted. I really wasn't mad that there were lack of character development and personalities. That wasn't what I was looking for in this movie. I rooted for these characters even with little to no character development, backstories, personalities, etc. I still rooted for these men throughout the whole film, and I felt like I was at this event. I was just in it. After the opening title, I was in the Dunkirk event and it was scary to watch. I barely noticed any CGI in this movie. Everything looks so real. The backgrounds, the military aircraft, ships, it all looked so real. I really, really hope this movie gets some Oscar recognition for. I know it gets like some technical awards, maybe for sound, visual effects, cinematography, but I would really appreciate it if this movie got a Best Director nomination for Christopher Nolan. He's been snubbed so many times. Just give it to him, Academy. Give him a Best Director nomination. He deserves it. And I really, really hope this movie gets nominated for Best Picture. If it does, I will be so, so happy. And with all these reasons, Dunkirk is my favorite movie of the summer. And hopefully it could be my favorite movie of the year. And we'll see how the rest of the year goes. And I just want to mention, I saw the movie again yesterday to make sure if this movie truly is my number one of the summer. And it is. So that was my list of the top 5 movies of the summer 2017. What do we got coming out for the latter half of 2017? Okay, nice. Sweet. Alright. Yeah. Yes. Sweet. Has potential? Alright, could the latter half of 2017 could be even better? Oh yeah. It's gonna be awesome. So what are you guys' favorite films of summer 2017? And what do you think of my list? Agree? Disagree with me? Let me know below. Make sure to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. It really means a lot. I'm Jack Benner, and look forward to another movie review.